nobody here. Like it's been like me or like you, me and you, and like yeah.
It's so funny. All right, ladies, here, let's kind of get going with this stuff, and then we can ask any questions, share a little more as we're going through. So what we got going on, 5 sets, going for a set every 4 minutes, 6 tempo strict press, 8 per side of an upright row, 8 per side of a lateral raise, and then 8 per side of a side plank knee to elbow, which I will go over what all of these look like for you guys. For the tempo strict press, 3, 1, X, 0 is the tempo. So in simplest terms, all you're going to think, either barbell or dumbbells on the shoulder, you press overhead, no pause overhead, 3 seconds down to the shoulder, 1 second pause, and then you would go into that next one. So if the 6 isn't going to be hard enough for you with the weights you have available, don't be afraid to make it like 8, 10, 12, somewhere in that range, or just depending on what you have available weight-wise. And then tempo, if you're not the best at counting tempo and counting your reps, just think you're going slower down, pause fully on the shoulder, and then go into that next one. Upright row is just rather with your 1 dumbbell, ideally pulling up to the side, elbow comes up, hand stays low, control back down. You would go for all 8 on one side, then all 8 on the other. If you only have a barbell, it would just be going double. That's totally fine. Lateral raise, arms are straight, lift up to the side, control back down, going for 8 of those. Again, it would be 8 on one side, 8 on the other. And then the side plank knee to elbow, pretty much what it sounds like. You're in a side plank position, and then you're basically trying to crunch knee up, come back down. Not the easiest thing in the world, so we'll go over that one. I'll give you guys some variations to make sure that you have some type of option to do for that. And then you'll rest the remainder of the 4 minutes. This morning, most people had about 30 to 45 seconds of rest, and then repeated through that one. And then our Metcon today, fairly quick paced one. It's a 10-to-1 of jump squats, jumping lunges, and then V-ups. What I was saying this morning too, obviously if the jump isn't able to happen for you, just doing air squats and lunges is totally fine. And then for the V-ups, if you can't do V-ups, we can do tuck ups, we can do sit-ups, we can do laying leg raises. We'll just find a variation for you that'll be challenging, but hopefully allow you to keep yourself moving. I think on the fastest end, it was like 5-6 minutes for people to finish this one. On the higher end, probably like 8 to 10-ish. So you'll hopefully look at somewhere. I think a good goal is like an 8 to 10 minute workout for sure for this one. But any questions or concerns for anybody to start there? Cool. All right, let's get into this warm up here. So wall slides, a little bit tougher, I know, especially at home. Like usually walls aren't always free. So what we'll do instead is just do a floor slide. So literally laying on your back, you're gonna keep your core tight, lower back flat to the floor. Arms are off to your side. You're gonna lift your arms up overhead as best you can, control back down, and just going for 10 slides. So just laying flat on your back, lower back flat to the floor, pressing hands overhead, controlling back down, and just going for 10 nice controlled arm slides.
Is a beast rock in tomorrow's warm-up.
Nice. Yep. No need to rush when you are done that one. Just going for 10 arm circles forward and then 10 backwards.
Thank you for calling CrossFit.
No, I still haven't heard anything yet, so I don't know. I might reach out just to see, but okay, just want to make sure everything went through or any, because it's been, I think this is
almost done.
Yeah.
All the chapters I have to read. I have 3 more, and then I'm going to study like it. But you know what? The questions after.
Yeah.
Every single one of my midterm questions
Is
was for
that
practice quizzes.
Oh.
And like to the word, to the A, B, C, D perfectly. I'm like, Holy shit, so my finals, I'm gonna print all of them out.
Well, yeah, honestly. Next one, guys, just on your side. All you're gonna do is have it where you have arms that are closed off. You're gonna open up off to the side, control back down. You'll go for 10 on one side, 10 on the other. So just do what you can to keep those hips stacked. Oh, Rob, do you still have that foam here, or do you not have it? Your foam for the shields?
Did you get hurt?
No, because I don't. Next one, guys. Prisoner rotation. So all this one's gonna look like knee on the floor in a kneeling position. Whichever leg is out front, that's the side you're gonna twist to. So you're just gonna twist off as best you can. Come back to starting. Twist off. Come back. You'll go for 10 on one side, 10 on the other.
Sydney Market Central. We are currently closed due to the government mandated lockdown.
Our phone keeps ringing, guys. I don't know if you can hear my sexy voice as the voicemail thing, but no, it gets cut off.
Just answer it.
I don't know what to say.
Hi, this is Ernesto.
Are you open? You're gonna be like, no.
What?
They're gonna say, are you open? And you say no.
That's what voicemail says.
I think anyone is Griffin.
Tell Rob to answer it.
Yeah, Rob, you should have answered it. He's more professional than me.
I don't answer phones.
I know, that's a yeah.
We've been told not to answer them.
Once you guys are on that, just going for 10 scat push-ups. So whether it's a full push-up position or from the knees, does not matter to me. I would rather you focus on keeping arms locked, pinching shoulder blades together, and then pressing back out, almost rounding that upper back out. Again, if going to all fours is easier for you, that is definitely fine with me. Beauty. Once you are done that one, just going for 10 plank shoulder taps. So plank position, tap the shoulder, going for 20 total, 10 per side. And again, I would much rather you guys focus on keeping core locked in and not tilting off to the side as you're going through this. So if you have to drop down to your knees to go for those plank shoulder taps, that is cool. But whenever you're ready, 20 total, 10 per side of a plank shoulder tap. I wonder if I can find this. Beautiful. And then last but not least, going for 10 1 1/4 squats. So again, all of that is where you're in your squat position. You're going to get yourself right into that bottom position, come 1/4 of the way up, come back down, stand up. So squat, quarter, squat, up. 10 of those.
I spent 2 hours on Saturday cleaning off the ice.
Of what?
The glutes are so sore.
Oh. Good thing there's only 55 jump squats and 55 lunges. That's nothing.
That's awesome.
But at least the strength component's all upper body, so that's not too bad. Okay, so while you guys are just finishing off there, let me start explaining this again. So again, for the strict press, barbell or dumbbell does not matter to me. If we have 2 dumbbells, great. If we only have 1, also fine. The main goal is that you're going to focus on 3 seconds down, or again, slower down to the shoulder, a 1 second pause, and then go back up from there. For the upright row, again, with a dumbbell, ideally what you'd be doing in a standing position, focusing on keeping shoulder down, you're going to pull elbow high, hand comes to just about chest height, and then control back down. What you're not doing is this kind of motion where hand goes higher, elbow stays low. You're trying to have it where the elbow comes high, shoulder stays down. You're feeling it kind of through your lat and shoulder as you're pulling up. You'd ideally go for 8 on one side, then 8 on the other. Again, if you only have a barbell, only difference is that you stay about thumb-ish distance away, grab onto the bar, pull up to again about chest height while elbows stay high, and then control back down. For the lateral raise, arms stay straight up to the side. We lift all the way up, thinking hand either just at shoulder height or just above, and then you control back down. Same thing, trying to make sure that this doesn't happen where you're getting a lifting. So the issue this morning for most people is that they didn't have a weight that was light enough for this. So all I said to do instead is if you had either like a band, like a super light red band or a TheraBand, you could do that, or literally grabbing like a light can of something that you might have kicking around and just kind of focusing on trying to use that shoulder to get through that range of motion while staying a little bit lighter would be more beneficial. And then the side plank knee to elbow, just because I don't feel like I'll have room to show you this properly. Can you guys see this screen? Okay.
Yep.
So this is the full version. Oh, okay. Full version of a side plank knee to elbow.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you're kind of like crunching under as you're going through. Now, a way you can make this, in a sense, scaled down, I guess if you need to, you do the opposite where, I don't know if I can pause in the proper spot. So in this position, what you would do is actually bend this leg so that that knee stays on the floor, and then you do the opposite, crunching up from the top leg. So if it feels too hard to do that, I think going the bottom leg bent and then coming a crunch from the top will be a little bit easier. And then if that's still too tough, I would just hold the side plank for like 20 or 30 seconds on one side, then flip and do the same on the other. But ideally adding that little crunch in as you're going through. But yeah, does that make sense for everyone there?
Yep.
Cool. So what we'll do, let's just take a quick like 5 minutes or so here. Test out your strict press, your upright row, your lateral raise, your plank knee to elbow. Any questions, let me know. I can help you out. And then I'll set this clock over here and we'll go for our set every 4 minutes, and we're doing 5 rounds of that. So again, if you have options with the weights, you could always start lighter and then build up. Or if you only are limited to like a certain weight, you just stick with it across. And then again, obviously, if anything feels too easy, too hard, we'll just make adjustments in the rep ranges as we need. Every 4 minutes, 4, 5, 6.
I have a question.
Yes.
If the upright row ends up being too heavy with a 45-pound bar,
Yep.
and I don't have dumbbells, can I do it like with a band?
Yeah, totally. Do you have like a red or black band?
I have both.
So yeah, that would be perfect. So what you would do, Nicole, I don't have one here. I can go get it if you need me to, but basically what you would think is you would stand in the band, you would cross the band over, stand up, and then pull up, control down.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Because yeah, you could totally do that too. That would work for sure.
Okay. I'm gonna try with a barbell, but I just
Just
don't
in
know
case.
if
Yeah.
I'll get all 5 rounds in. So
Okay. Yep.
thanks.
What are you gonna do for the lateral raise?
I have like 3.5-pound dumbbells.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna use those.
Can you almost like pair them together depending on how small they are and do like the 6 pounds on one side? Because like it is meant to be a somewhat light weight for the lateral raise. So yeah, you could even do that where it's like you hold both in one hand
Okay.
and see if that works.
Or I could use a band, I figure
Yeah,
too.
totally. Yeah. Okay, I think it looks like you guys are both ready to go. So again, 6 tempo strict press. Just think slow down, ideally 3 seconds. Full pause on the shoulder, press back up. If the 6 feels too easy, just add a couple extra reps in. Then we're going for 8 per side of an upright row, 8 per side of our lateral raise, and then 8 per side of this plank knee to elbow. Again, for any of these, if you have to make adjustments in terms of the rep ranges, that is fine. For the plank knee to elbow, don't be afraid to put that bottom knee on the floor and then crunch from the top. And then, yeah, hopefully you'll get about 30 to 45 seconds of rest in this 4-minute window. Let's do this, though. First set in 10 seconds. Strict press is first. 3, 2, 1, go for it. Whenever you are ready, 6 tempo strict press. Or again, a couple extra if it feels easy. Still no, oh, Jenny, that's 12:30.
Yeah. That's what these drawings are. On all fours, knees off the ground, brought back onto the ankles and extend shoulders over the fingers.
Did she send you a link?
No, she just texted it to me.
Nice, guys. Yeah. Again, don't get too stressed in terms of the height of this. Like you're thinking hands just to about chest-ish height, and then it's elbows staying high enough to the side. You guys are looking good. It was a good attempt, Sarah. It was.
That was pretty good.
I love it. No, it's not happening.
We have any there, man.
Maybe in there. I don't know. I feel like I've seen it too, Rob. Nice, ladies. Yeah, again with that plank too, obviously if knee doesn't actually hit elbow, not the end of the world, just kind of getting as high up as you can. Look good for both of you guys. Maybe in the back?
That's an ox.
Well, so I guess everyone this morning was just taking their sweet ass time because you guys are moving good. You got lots of time to rest here now. So just over a minute, catch your breath.
My only choice for weights are 2 20-pounds, 2 15-pound kettlebells, or 6-pound play kettlebells.
What was the one you first tried? The 15s?
15.
Yeah. I would say it's a tough movement too, especially when like the arm's so far out. But yeah, whatever you use the second time look good.
That was the 6 pounds.
Yeah. Getting big today. Those are, yeah. It's okay. It's okay. Better than nothing.
Better than nothing.
No such luck.
No? I could have swore, yeah. I remember the big box of it, yeah. Maybe Jen has it? All right, ladies, 10 seconds going into set number 2. Everything looked great in that first one, so basically literally now just hanging on to that exact same thing if we can. Whenever you're ready. Strict press. Nice, Sarah. Nice job, ladies. 2 down. Thirty seconds still. Ten seconds. Third set of 5. And again, just remembering as you kind of are fatiguing out during these sets, main goal is keeping that shoulder down and back. Hopefully not feeling this kind of motion happening. You're trying to keep those shoulders down. Feel it a bit in your lat, even though this is all mainly shoulder dominant exercises.
That's okay.
Oh, look at this. Load it up.
Loaded. It's just for stuff to be able to do in the gym.
Well, I was gonna say, because all the third bands out there are tied together now.
Well, they're all tied together. They're coated foot craft.
Yeah.
That one is the one I was looking for. Which I gem is very nice. This one I'll keep in my stash.
There you go.
Because it's perfect for me at home.
True.
I'm sitting there with the kids too
Yeah.
while I work with Jenny. I'll get you some foam for your helmet.
That'd be awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah. It's actually, I thought it was gonna be worse, but
Like,
I honestly it's still gonna dig
if
in.
the first time you go to do a movement and it catches and it digs you in the scalp,
Yeah.
it hurts. It's not fun. Oh, come on, Jenny. You could be early for once. That would be nice.
Did you hear she hurt her knee?
Yeah.
It felt a pop or whatever.
This is set 4, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, this is set 4, second last one here. So we got 10 seconds going into set number 4. So second last one here. Again, I think weight-wise, you guys are all looking good. So just keeping everything in check. But whenever you are ready, set 4.
My order is complete. That means it's going to be sent tomorrow morning and it'll be here by Thursday. Good. I hope.
I know,
It
right?
was funny because
Nice job, ladies. So yeah, I still got a minute and a half here, but obviously since the next one is our last set, if you did want either extra rest to start or extra rest in between each movement, you can totally take it. So you still got a minute and a half here and then a full 4 minutes for the last one. All right, ladies, 10 seconds, last round. Again, you have a full 4 minutes here, so no need to rush into this one. Or if you feel like one movement need extra rest, take it. Whenever you're ready, though, final set. Oh, yeah, 2 minutes late now, Jenny.
She's late all the time.
I know,
If she's
yeah.
another couple minutes late, I'm gonna be like, I gotta go eat. You messed up.
You done goofed.
We'll push it to another day.
Got a shoulder pump going here.
Whoa, autocorrect. Hey, physio today? Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes, physio today. You're late. Yes, physio today. You're late. I'll be there in 2 seconds in the back door. When did she come in? I didn't see your car go with her. She must be lying.
Survive, Sarah.
I have to do those plank things, but I just wanted you to know that I feel like a floppy fish.
But they look good. Like, it's an awkward movement, but by no means do you look like that awkward to me.
It feels really awkward.
It's definitely a different one, that's for sure. It's because I think of, yeah, like it's such an imbalance and like a twist. Yeah. Do you at least feel it in your core?
No, I feel it in my butt.
In your butt? I mean, that's not a bad thing, but in which butt? Your top one or your bottom one right now?
Both.
Okay, that's not the worst thing. You actually like to hold that position you're squeezing. So, yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Okay, so we're still doing good on time here. Like easily, I would say if you guys need it, another 5 minutes to kind of catch your breath, bathroom break, something like that. Ask questions with this one. Pretty straightforward movements. Again, jump squat wise, I'm not concerned with how high you're jumping. It's more of a focus on still getting in that full squat position as best you can. And then when you do jump, I don't know, a couple inches at most. Like it doesn't have to be a max effort high jump each time. For the jumping lunge, ideally it would be a jump when you tap the knees before each time. So it kind of look, in a sense, something like this where you're jumping each time. But if you need to, you can do where you do a jump back, step up, jump back, step up, or just do straight up step lunges the whole way. And then V-up wise, again, totally up to you guys. If the straight leg V-up is too much, you can do the one where you kind of hug your knees to your chest instead. You can do a laying leg raise instead. You can do straight up sit-ups instead. Doesn't really matter to me which movement you're doing, as long as we're getting something where you feel it in your core the whole way. I think that'll be more than enough of a good option. And then again, how it works, you go 10, 10, 10, 9, 9, 9, 8, 8, 8, all the way down to one of each. So take some time, test it out. Any questions, let me know.
All right, I'll be right back.
Yep.
How bad is this one?
I don't think it's that bad. Like I think the worst part for sure, obviously, is going to be the lunge into the squat into the lunge because it's leg.
Yeah.
But again, in terms of like it being super killer, I don't think it's terrible. You'll definitely get a decent burn, and you're probably going to look at like 8 to 10-ish minutes of it. So yeah, it didn't look like it was the worst in the world, but it definitely got spicy.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's deceiving because you go 10 to 1. That's not too bad.
I know you always think like, but then it's like you
Those-
realize that you're only dropping off one rep. You're like, oh shit, I'm doing
Yeah.
9 now this time instead of 10. So
It's usually the ones where you're like, oh, that doesn't look too bad, that are like the absolute worst. And you're like,
Mhm.
oh God, I died.
Totally. Yeah. Okay. I think it looks like for the most part you guys are ready to go. So again, for this one, 10 jump squats, 10 jumping lunges. That's total, so 5 per side. And then 10 V-ups or leg raises or sit-ups. 9, 9, 9, 8, 8, 8, and so on. Again, I was just saying to Nicole, Sarah, for the jump squat into the jump lunge, that's going to probably be, in a sense, the killer just because it's double leg. So in terms of resting or maybe pacing wise for this one, you guys want to think, do your jump squats, take a quick shakeout, do your jumping lunges, then kind of, not that you have to rush, but then you can move into your sit-up a little bit quicker. Then when you come back to those lunges and squats, that's where you'll kind of take a quick break in between each. Once you get down to like the 5, 4, 3, and so on ranges, that's maybe you can either ramp it up a bit more or just hopefully not let yourself slow down too much more, and then we'll finish strong. Again, in terms of timing, I think you'll be anywhere from like a 7 to hopefully 9 or 10-ish minute workout, just depending on how fast you can keep yourself moving. And then squat-wise, focus on depth over staying higher to jump higher, if that makes sense. Sound good? All right, peeps. Let's get this show on the road. Squats are first. We are starting in 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go for it. 10 jump squats. Again, from the squat to the lunge, don't be afraid of a quick shakeout. That's where it's going to be a killer. It's double leg movement. Nice job. And then 10 V-ups or your variation. Again, somewhat keeping in mind you're only dropping off 1 rep, so you don't want to get too crazy in terms of your pace. Still giving yourself a quick breath. Nice job, ladies. Again, yeah, quick, deep breaths. Don't worry about that rest. Our goal is to limit it as best you can. That's it, guys. Again, especially on those lunges, give yourself a second, make those reps count. Quality for sure over the quad or the time here. Make sure you're staying loaded. That's it, guys. You're getting there. Keep it moving. Again, once you get into those lower numbers, that's where you can hopefully try to push that pace a bit more, finish off strong. That's it, guys. Nice job, Sarah.
That was worse than I thought.
It adds up, eh? Like, I mean, it's not the worst workout in the world, but that one definitely gets spicy.
My knees are on fire.
Yes, yeah, just a lot of like squatting motion. Go, Nicole, almost there.
The last round is almost a joke.
I know at that point, that's always what's funny with the 10 to 1s. Like, no matter what, almost that last one's always kind of like, it's almost just like a nuisance to have to do it.
Yeah.
Nice job, Nicole. Piece of cake.
Done. All right.
Back.
Thanks for that.
I'll say no problem. Anytime. Back to reality now.
Yeah. Meetings all afternoon. So
Oh
good to
yeah.
go.
That's all right. I was saying, you know what? Thursday was the first time I had done I did 4 hours of online classes in a row, and I wanted to shoot myself. And I'm like, I don't know how people have been doing this like day in, day out, just sitting and staring. Like, it's literally a nightmare.
Well, I have 2 screens. So I was in a 2.5 hour meeting this morning, and they're talking away on one screen and I have Facebook open on the other.
I guess that's one way. Yeah, you have to kind of distract yourself. Yeah, you're like, yeah, good.
Yeah, and then I have 3 hours of meetings this afternoon.
Frig, man. Well, have fun.
All right, you two have a good day. Bye, guys.
Thanks. See ya. Nicole, how was it for you? Survived?
It was tough.
I would say it added up, eh? But in terms of time again, like you were what, just over the 9-minute mark? Where is it? Or 10? Yeah.
10, 9:55.
Yeah, there you go. So see. Not
Slow.
bad. No, it's you know what. But I was saying what's good for you is that you did constant jump back, even jump up, right? Like the whole way for the lunge?
Yeah, I did a jump back, I did a jump up to parallel, and then switched.
Yes, yeah. Which I mean is a
I'm not
definitely
of like jumping and switching at the same time yet.
no, but at least you're doing that constant. 'Cause I think wasn't it just only last week that you were just trying that out and now you're kind of
Yeah.
that, so that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good stuff, man. You on tomorrow?
Tomorrow's Tuesday. Yes, I am. Yes.
Okay. It's me, so I will see you then.
Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one.
You too. Take it easy.